Can I save a last-minute victory from the clutches of defeat, or is another Gallifale incoming? Welcome back, Clashers, or if it is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by Clash of Clans Attacks, where today we are discussing some plot twists, unusual raids, surprising outcomes, and of course, we start with one of my own up against a very unusual base. I had never attacked this base before, and I was going back to the old 4 Earthquake 1 jump spell attack, and I'm using a bit of Glider's technique of using that Earthquake spell to damage some other defensive structures along with opening a wall. But if we pause this attack for a moment and take a look more closely, we will see patience pays dividends. You've got to plan ahead, and I did not. I dropped the jump spell thinking that my units will go over this wall and right towards the town hall. But if we take a closer look, there are no defensive structures just inside that wall, so rather those units are going to be funneled downward and to the right after the air defense, the cannon, the other air defense, and the mortar. And similarly, they will not make the left turn here and enter the town hall enclosure at the earthquake opening because of the lack of defensive structures right here. They will continue on that path down and to the left after the wizard tower, the archer tower, etc., etc. So a well thought out base and not a well thought out attack. A much better approach would have been to place the jump spell instead of right here, up above by this expo enclosure, allowing units to move in, and the golems, of course, right after those defensive structures, the expo, then the archer towers, and now you are in that town hall enclosure. But instead, we get to watch the Galadon panic attack as all of my golems go down, and sure enough, they will follow that path around to the side, despite the fact that the defending Archer Queen is just sitting there annihilating golem after golem. Here come the heroes, the last clan castle golem, and they are going to continue to move downward just like we talked about. They're on the mortar. Next will be the wizard tower. And now I already have a sinking feeling about this attack, but to make matters worse, the Lava Hound emerges from the clan castle. My queen just about goes down. In fact, I have to hit my royal abilities on both heroes late and almost not in time. And right here, I'm about to lose my queen. The king is already gone. There goes my queen, and I am at 29% damage and no hope at the town hall. Things do not look good. I've got 21% damage just to try to save the 1 star, but it's not over yet. The one singular redeeming factor that this raid has is all of those golems in a big group moving through defensive structures on their own. Now the Lava Hound from the clan castle just about to go down, and as it finally does, the pups will focus on that minion, and then they'll move on to the wizard off to the right. And in a momentary recovery of brain power, I drop the poison spell to the left of the lava pups and watch it take them down with a slowing effect. The lava pups out of the picture, leaving only a couple stalking my golems. And now with just the few remaining units that I have, I'm going to do my best to try to save 50%. We're up to 41%. Those golems still with a relatively good amount of health, a couple still full size, and I can drop the minions down here away from any air defenses. They should take care of that cannon. 42% damage. Got to get through this other cannon. That should open up some more structures to ground attacks. There we go, 45% damage. Far right, there's a pair of gold mines, but I only have 1 wizard and 1 archer left to deploy. I send the wizard. He's going to wander around the corner and get sniped off by the archer tower. But in the meantime, the minions have gone to work. The wizard at the top of the screen as well, and they are going to do it 52%. And from what seemed like certain defeat, I managed to salvage 1 single star, and lesson learned, next time I know how to attack this base. And with another attack replay that's off to a bit of a rocky start, we have Ralkoi from Lost Phoenix with the air attack, and now he's moved in with one of his rage spells and a group of balloons trying to get that air defense out of the way and lure out that clan castle. Unfortunately, he doesn't quite manage to get the wizard tower out of the way or the cannon, and now he's got that lava hound to deal with. Now he will very carefully draw the lava hound out and deploy a few minions out here in the corner of the village to get it out of the way. And once Ralkoi is confident that Lava Hound has been successfully corralled, he starts the remainder of his attack from the bottom, coming after this other air defense lava hounds, and balloons. And now this is a more standard part of the attack. The 2 rage spells are down. Units moving towards the center. Now you notice he only brought 1 freeze. There it goes, and it just misses 2 of the X-bows on either side. The last rage spell is down, and quickly the air phase of this attack is wrapping up. And look at the percentage of damage done. He is only at 27% with only just a few minions left. Now the minions and lava pups will get through a few of these outer structures, but even once they are done, it still looks like a long shot to get this town hall, because look at all of the high hit point structures on the inside. Lots of storages to slow those heroes down and decrease the chances that they can even touch that town hall. And I'm guessing it was right about this point that the defender is thinking that he may have a win sewn up with so many percentage points standing between Raukoi and 50%, the town hall well protected. But in come the heroes and a golem out of the clan castle. Now the golem has wandered right. The king and the queen are going left, but they're facing skeleton traps. You've got defenses, the defending archer queen, and a very dangerous clan castle balloon that doesn't quite manage to splash on the king's head. He gets to the town hall and just about takes the town hall out of the way before he is down to that single target inferno and the defending king. But watch this, the queen follows up and she will finish the job that the king started. The defending king is out of range, and there goes the town hall for the first star. 46% damage, and now between the archer queen's remaining health and a couple of archers on the far right of your screen, Raukoi easily grabs the second star, 50%, and turns what looked like a certain loss into a 2-star win. Now for this next defensive replay from Dunster76 of Lost Phoenix, I turn to you, the viewer, to help explain to me the end of this raid. Alright, so we're going to get into an attack from that attacker there, an air attack from the top left side, pretty standard, lava hound, balloon, minion, and a dragon. Moving quickly through the base, you can see racking up those percentage points of damage. Good freeze spell, freezes the blower and an inferno, an X-bow, and the archer tower. Closing in on the town hall, not going to quite get it down with these offensive troops, but 37% damage, lots of structures going down on the inside, 40% damage now. And the air phase just about to wrap up. You've got the defensive lava hound and its lava pups slowing things down. And now it's just about time for this attacker to drop in his heroes, and he's already at 41% damage. Now the poison spell doesn't finish off those lava pups. The queen kind of laughs it off, and it looks like he takes a few seconds here to consider how to approach this remaining portion of the attack. You'll notice here comes a wall breaker at the top of the screen, so that's probably serving to draw the lava pups out, and indeed it does. They come out, chase after the wall breaker. He goes down. Now the pups up away from any defenses, but this attacker doesn't really have any spare units to take those lava pups out, so they're going to probably have to be handled by the archer queen. Now one more wall breaker comes down, and it looks like, again, he's taking his time, he's calculating, he's trying to figure out how to approach this. Should he go for the safety 1-star for 50%? Should he go after the town hall from the far left-hand side with that one X-bow? And now, finally, here come the heroes, the king, the queen, a couple of archers. They handle the lava pups quickly, and it looks like the town hall should be safe, but 50% is a certainty. 42% units winding that corner of this very familiar base design already. 45%, plenty of health left. The king's iron fist is activated, but the queen has not used her royal cloak yet. 48%. 49%, and then inexplicably the raid ends, and it was not because time ran out. If we look back to the beginning of this raid with just under 2 minutes remaining, look at the villagers and builders. They are just now scrambling for that town hall. That indicates that either the first troop has been dropped or the 3-minute timer to an attack has begun. So even if this attacker had been searching for a village to attack and was away from his device, and the battle started on its own while he wasn't paying attention, those villagers would run inside at that point. So I don't know exactly how that happened, why this attacker ended up losing at 49%, seemingly 2 minutes into a raid. I'm curious to hear your guys' feedback down below. Thank you guys once again for watching. As always, don't forget to check out my other episodes, like, comment, and subscribe for daily Clash of Clans content, and I'll see you guys again back here tomorrow with more full attacks. Galadon, Actually, just one more quick thing as a footnote to this episode. Here's an example of what I was talking about. If you don't deploy a troop and the battle starts on its own, the timer counts down, you'll notice as soon as the 3-minute timer starts, the builders and the villagers, they do run into the town hall on their own. Also, as you may know, you can hit the end battle button at that point, and if you have not deployed a troop, even though the battle technically started, you go home and you don't lose trophies. Now, in the second example, I deploy a troop before the battle starts on its own, and you'll notice that immediately starts the 3-minute timer. So again, that last battle, just a little bit of a mystery to me.
Galadon, the end of your episodes are supposed to be for me. It's not right.